Guys, what's the crack? So I want to teach you how to reduce the cost of buying a house by 99%. And I'll just give you a real world example, because this is just the way it's played out. And the only difference is that some people don't understand this and some people do. And those who do, houses are getting cheaper, and those who don't, houses are getting more expensive, much more expensive. Quick introduction. Hi, I'm Dinny from Bitcoin With Dinny. We're Ireland's first Bitcoin consulting company, and for the last 5 years now, we're into our 5th year of helping people to build Bitcoin pension plans so that they can retire early. It's likely everything you think you understand about Bitcoin is incorrect, because if you understood Bitcoin, you'd be using Bitcoin, and if you use Bitcoin for a period of time, you get to retire early if you want. You can continue to work, but it's a different situation. You work because you enjoy working, not because you must work. Nothing you hear here is financial advice, and beware of the scammers, because people impersonate me all the time, unfortunately. So in 2015, one home cost 881 Bitcoin, an average home in Ireland. Okay, it was 200,000 euros. Today in 2024, an average home in Ireland costs 320k. So in 8 years, they went from 200k to 320k, and in fact this year it's 330k. Now if any of you folks live in Dublin, you'll know you can't get much of a house in Dublin for 320k, even 330k. Dublin house prices are much more, but we're talking country average. Okay, so in 2015, your average Irish home cost you 881 Bitcoin, quite a lot of Bitcoin. However, today your average Irish home costs you 8 Bitcoin. That's a 99% reduction in the price of property. Okay, if you, like all of our clients, create a Bitcoin strategy. So along with having a Euro strategy, because you know Euro is our currency that we use, but you can also put yourself on a partial Bitcoin strategy. And if you were to have done that and done it for 8 years, your cost of buying a home priced in Bitcoin has reduced by 99%. So everyone's complaining about the cost of living and everything getting more expensive, and it becoming harder and harder and harder to get ahead. So houses are going up, your job, your salary's not going up the same amount as the food you want to buy or the energy or the fuel, etc. And this is why those of us who understand and use Bitcoin, it's very, very different. Our cost of living is going down. It's going down a lot. And this is the beauty of understanding Bitcoin and of using Bitcoin. So it costs you 99% less to buy property today valued in Bitcoin. How is that going to change over the next decade? Don't know. Is it going to continue at 99? But it's highly likely. And again, this is just my fundamental understanding, my fundamental analysis. The data that I've consumed, the thousands of hours of research and understanding that I've collected over the years, to me it looks like it's probably going to continue. I'm not sure it's going to continue 99%, but it's likely that property gets cheaper priced than Bitcoin over the next 10, 15 years. That's going to continue to happen as Bitcoin continues to monetize, and people who don't understand Bitcoin start to understand Bitcoin. Now I'm going to share a picture in my Instagram story. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it's just Bitcoin With Dinny, nothing else, just Bitcoin With Dinny. And I'm going to share that in my story, because today newspaper headlines have that Larry Fink agrees with me. He expects Bitcoin as a global asset class to become the same size as the property market. Now I've been saying that for 5 years, but it doesn't really make an impact in the world when someone like me says it. But when someone like Larry Fink says it, man, that's going to have some impact. So Larry's obviously done as much study as me, and he's came to the conclusion, oh crap, this is a new asset class. I don't want to get blockbustered here. Remember when Blockbuster went bankrupt because Netflix got invented, a digital version of a physical product got invented. Well, that's all Bitcoin is. Okay, well, it's so much more. But at base level, people used to use physical property, okay, like apartment blocks and factory warehouses, as a way to create cash flow and as a way to create capital appreciation. And now we can do all that with Bitcoin. And like all digital things that get replaced, or that replace a physical thing, the digital is an order of magnitude better. All right, and that's the opportunity. So Larry's now seen this. I'll share the graphic, I'll share the newspaper headline in my Instagram story. once I get to my destination, and you should check it out. Have a look and see that Larry Fink now agrees with Bitcoin with Dinny's strategy, with Bitcoin with Dinny's policy, with Bitcoin with Dinny's education over the last 5 years. Most people don't understand how big this is. Most people are getting caught in the weeds, looking at daily volatility, educating themselves on YouTube. They're not reading the right books. They're not surrounding themselves with the right people who have the correct knowledge. They're not taking the correct courses, and that's why they're not retired early. Okay, that's why they think that a crypto strategy and a Bitcoin strategy are the same thing, or they just don't understand Bitcoin or where it's going. They're looking at the price of it. I encourage you to continue to learn. I'm doing a free workshop next Wednesday. It's how to retire early on Bitcoin. I'll put a link in the description of this video once I log off. Hop on, see you there. We'll have a bit of crack. We'll teach you about Bitcoin, because by having yourself on a Bitcoin standard, the price of property likely continues to come down. It's been coming down for the last 8 years at 99%. I'm not sure if it'll continue at 99, but hey, 98, 97, still doing all right, folks, compared to people on the Euro standard. Remember, the price of property went from 200k to 320k. What's that, 60-70% increase? Night and day. This is why life is much easier on the Bitcoin standard. This is why people who have an understanding of Bitcoin and have been using Bitcoin for years live a completely different life than those who hate Bitcoin. Don't worry, everyone hates Bitcoin or they're afraid of Bitcoin before they love Bitcoin. And it's just a question of education. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. Try and share this content with as many people as you can. And for now, I'll just say Dinny out.